Doing shadow work is like controlled demolition. Uh, we we hear about these things when we're doing building constructions. We're taking things down. We are restructuring. We are doing a reassessment. Uh, but when it comes to our spiritual work, everyone says do the shadow work, confront your darkness. Um, See what happens. It's everything external is a mirror. We often hear these kind of dialogue. It's really simple to recognize, simple to have a clarity regarding these factors. Simply, we are all professors when it comes to computers. Not me so much, but everyone else. We know we are well versed with the computer knowledge. It's the equipment, but everything happen internally. All the signals, the connection, the data, everything get transferred, but the eyes can't see it. We only recognize them by the frequencies or the signals. If we're low signals, if we don't have any connection, it's immediate effect. But when it comes to our human existence, it's really not that different. Everything is internal. We have a structural integrity of our body, but the mind, the spirit is like the data centers. This is how we come to conclusions, because it seems really evident. People are really struggling to recognize the connection with our internal world. We don't like emotions. We don't like thoughts. We don't like feelings. We have everything mechanical. On the surface level, we have a system that is designed to designate you as a dead entity through the straw man or birth certificate. We all have these conversations repetitively. But the confronting darkness is something that we just have some thoughts now, especially if you're into seeking information and going down in the conspiracy theories rabbit hole. We are really we're really noticing the connection. They are cult-like existence. We have names for them, these organizations, the Illuminati and all of these hidden secret societies. It's on the display, it's on the talk, it's a topic. We have all these information available. Nobody knows where they are, if is it real, if it's not real, but it is come to our attention, trying to figure out what is all this talk or topics is all about when it comes to these cult life existence and the creators of these institutions, these organization. But the ordinary chickens like me will have no way of knowing. But it never really stopped us trying to have a perspective regarding these things. Now remember, your thoughts, your knowledge, your wisdom is an open space. It's a open, unlimited space of information. Navigating this information is a personal responsibility, and we have to be proactive and to have perspectives and ideas, because if everything we are all in one in all, its thoughts and ideas come to the surface, we have a responsibility to have some kind of perspective. Now remember, inner thoughts, if we're living in a prison of our own mind. We have to be able to navigate these complicated, mysterious circumstances and figure out what exactly the darkness is all about. The confronting the darkness the man has to do. It's seems really complicated, but it's rather simple. If we're confronting our own demons, meaning our scarcity, the things that we are concerned about, the protecting the integrity of our vessel, to pinpoint a couple of these topics. Nevertheless, let's see what happens and see what confronting our own demon is like. There's no secret. These whether it's an entertainment purpose or whether it's a mystery, it's like a science fiction. We don't know the accurate information, but it's there. If it's there, then it's okay for us to have perspective, because it's an open space of information and we never stop thinking, and it's inner thoughts. It's something that we are the curiosity, they say, that kills the cat, but nevertheless we are not stop being curious about these things and have kind of your own spin into things. And maybe it's for me to know and also for you to figure out and see where it leads. Now, in the cult, in the world of these cults, is always, oh yeah, we have to sacrifice the animals and the dollies and the children, and it's all on the information warfare categories. And we are now confronted with the horrendous sacrifices these groups and the cults have to make. It seems like we are really having difficult time challenging these things, to have a clarity about these things, and even to open our eyes into this unknown, mysterious world of darkness, the shadowness, the level of secrecy it's attached to. But in the natural ecosystem, confronting external elements is inevitable. We don't know the strength of wind. We don't know the strength of rain. It's all in perfect harmony. It's the perfect balance, perfect vibrancy, and absolute magical place. But when the rainstorms pick up strength, it's the strongest will survive. It's landslide, is the heavy rain, is the flooding, is the lightning. It's all of these things are inevitable factors of our ecosystem. Similarly, this level of darkness, if this is happening in real time, when we confront these things, is probably the brick wall, the strength. When a person is confronted, the man is confronted with all of these complicated things. Now we're in a space we can no longer say, oh, we are boys club, oh, we are in high class elite club, oh, it's something that we have to do. But if you are trying to figure out the layers of these mysterious circumstances, there is no honor in this boys club. There is no trust in this boys club. If we are having a really difficult time having a dialogue about it, there is no honor, there's no integrity, there's no strength. Instead, what we are confronted with, we are humiliated, we are scared for the consequences. We are really terrified of losing all the things that built you towards this point could be taken away in lightning speed. This is what we are terrified of. But what is it like to have a strength and to have that foundation to weather these extremely mysterious, complicated, horrendous circumstances? Somebody is really naughty, you can have a hysterical laugh and say, oh my goodness, is you serious? I really have to do these things. Well, listen up. I am a man. I have integrity. I have a respect for life. I am in alignment with people's and unity consciousness, causing extreme level of suffering, the humiliation, and may helping them to endure enormous level of pain and suffering is not something I am willing to do, because I have honor, I have integrity, I have a respect for life itself. I resonate with all things. I'm going to weather this storm. They can be like, oh wow, you don't know the consequences, we're going to make you disappear. Someone can say, well, living with integrity, protecting my integrity of my vessel is my personal responsibility. Do what you will, but this is something I can no longer tolerate. I am not willing to put myself through this level of disrespect. This is the kind of logical, human development, strength that maybe perhaps we are looking for. If everyone was a unity consciousness, if they are boys club, if they were united, they will, how much they are going to hurt one person, maybe 10 people, maybe 20? Are they going to make all of them disappear because now their beliefs, their systems is all challenged? Because we stood up, we have gathered, muster up the courage to choose yourself. Maybe all of these Illuminatis and all of these systems, these cult-like organizations with the fancy mask and parading around, some weird music and weird eyes wide shut, and it's like, who wants to put yourself in there? Curiosity is one thing, but confronting your darkness, confronting the mysterious, unethical behaviors is maybe the man's responsibility. Maybe this is when man is facing the most biggest challenge, biggest chapter in his life. So we can muster up the courage to confront this level of darkness and choose self. If you have to lose your life, we don't know. Choosing self is how you're going to pass the test of what it's like to be a human being. So this is a kind of perspective I have. Now, if you have such a unity, such a unity and the strong and influential system, a cult or organization, there shouldn't be any kind of scarcity. It's maybe it's voluntarily, maybe it's your choice, maybe it's something that you have to muster up the courage to do so. If you want to be a president, you must go through these kind of layers of these mysterious circumstances, and along the way humiliate yourself because you are craving to be someone. There is no honor, there is no integrity, there is no strength It is all about giving into external pressure and discredit to your own belief system, and giving into your scarcity, scared to lose. There is no unity, absolutely, kind of blackmail. That's not the kind of president that humanity deserves. That is slimy, that is weak, that is gaslighting, that's agenda, that's forcing your hands to do something so you can be something. So this is extremely weak infrastructure from the external world. Um, so this is why we are having such a difficult time when it comes to the financial corruption, and our doors have been open. Anybody can come in and go out, and is compromise our existing ecosystem. Resources get utilized in everywhere. Um, Everywhere, we don't know where, but people haven't been standing up because their strength is because somebody pulls their hands, because they're obligated, because they are pressure into, they're manipulated, they're gaslit, and scared. So this is the infrastructure, external infrastructure, that is controlled demolition is absolutely necessary, because awakening people, questioning people, having awareness people, they are relentlessly working towards some kind of confronting inner demons, trying to figure out what is this place is all about. If that's the case, this kind of infrastructure cannot stand strong. It needs to be restructured, rebuilt. It is showing us from the external things that's happening all around us. The nature is now activated, is showing up and destroying everything in its path. Similarly, we know when it comes to our employment, how this is happening. It's never about maintaining and successful business model. Is always restructuring, reshaping, hiring, firing, changing, because they want to maintain that same low vibrational. Now it is not appropriate for elevating human consciousness no longer. So we have the door open, keep people are keep coming in relentlessly, because we want to maintain this level of destruction, extremely low vibrational systems. They can't survive great awakening frequencies and energies. Very quickly, when I was in school, in between jobs, worked in a factory. It's a box, the packing place. I worked there for like 3 days. Third day, the boss lady told me to get lost. You're holding up the line, is not working out. What would my thoughts would be? I was really starting up my life. It was absolutely nothing there, but I was thinking, we were packing these jello, some kind of a pudding thing. I was thinking to myself, wow, what the hell is this place is all about? We're packing different kind of puddings in the boxes and closing them and putting them into a shipping line. They are extremely fast. Really, I am a very quick person, but it was really hard to keep up. Those 3 days were like, it was extremely eye-opening experience. There were a couple of kids, there were other people working these places for years. My thoughts were like, who the hell would eat this? I don't think, if I would give this to an animal, I would never put this in my mouth. But this level of, people might say, what an arrogant thing to say. It shouldn't be like this. People shouldn't be thinking this way. But the contrast is, if I was in faraway land, homeland, when you have all the fruits and the papayas and the mangoes, everything, if you can take it from your tree, if you see this thing in a TV and you're like, wow, it's green, it's brown, it's creamy, I really wanted this thing, I would have a hissy fit and ask somebody to buy me these things, because it looks really good on TV. So I recognize the contrast between these thoughts and these things, how we have created a business model with the offices, with a huge warehouse. I'm pretty sure they do more things there, but in this line, a substantial amount of people and resources go into packing these things. This is the kind of business model we have. They aren't, I don't think there's any kind of health benefit, fiber, anything in these pudding. But this is what we do. This is what the external life is all about. It's the business model is all about. And we have spent enormous level of resources, manpower, energy into these kind of manufacturing places, and the farming, and the wholesome food. This is where you have to shift the focus. This is where people nurture yourself with, fuel yourself with the things. But we kind of have to recognize the contrast between these circumstances. That was a really eye-opening experience for me, and I had these kind of awareness. So when it comes to our political leaders who are maybe past with the external cult-like organization, they have authorized you to have a spot in the political spectrum and have an enormous level of power and authority, but you have given up something, you have done something to get there for these accomplishment. But the real leader, we know, that will never leave the door open to your country without any kind of responsible method. Now, I'm really humble when I say this. Migration should be available for people. I consider myself one of those people, like when you, in your birthplace, when you come into a dead end, when there is no way out and there is a level of growth that you have to go, when you have to create your personal inner space and time and space so you can develop into your most authentic self, there should be an opportunity. So I should be grateful that these systems are available. But it's when it comes to financial or worse circumstances, you have to know it's the level of desperation, anxiety, isolation attached to these energetic beings. And just like we are repelled by the elite circumstances, we have a hard time going outside, mingling with these unknown energies. But you know, they are unhealed trauma bodies, they are desperate circumstances, they are extremely suffering, desperate, separated from the families, and doing this journey. But then we humble ourselves, because you look out the window at 4 o'clock in the early morning, you see these migrant workers walking with the backpack in the snow, in the dark, going to get to their destination. This is disheartening, but it's happening all around us. But a level of clarity have to come from these circumstances. Same like all the without all the experiences we had when our childhood, young life. But it's never a waste, because this is how you figure out the strength and the how steady you are to face these external circumstances. So it is not a completely waste. It's about confronting our own inner suffering and come up with something so more profound and much stronger. So the strength of our human existence can be measured. The growth towards another level of elevation is possible because we have this kind of awareness, thoughts and feelings, and even though we don't recognize any of them, we have science fiction section in the library. It's called science fiction. What part is the fiction? What part science? We don't know. We don't have a clarity about. But go in to a deep dive trying to figure out these external circumstances so we can muster up the courage to release the burden and the pressure, and so that we can create the comfort and the flowing state of energetic mind, body, spirit frequencies. Thank you.